Okay, cool.
That seems to be working. Usually.
That's annoying. Nearly there. Okay, so right, welcome everyone to the first episode of Legion Live. I'm here tonight with Idic Beer over that way, and then next we've got Phil, sorry. Then we've got Tabletop Banter, both of them, both Callum and Harry, that are down that way somewhere. It's all backwards. It's confusing as hell. Right. The stream should be coming up in a little bit, maybe about 10 seconds, something like that. So I'm sure it'll be okay. I just want to say hi to Joel. He's the first viewer, already leaving comments in the chat before we even went live. So we're going to need some input from you, Joel. If when it goes live, if you could let us know.
Yeah, I've got a YouTube window up as well at the moment. It's not
coming up.
I've got YouTube up as well, and it is not currently streaming.
There's normally
I don't know if Joel can hear us.
So.
I think what's happened is it's not gone under that URL. Let me get you guys a new URL. It seems that it's not perfect in that respect. Okay. It's weird. I scheduled that, and then it didn't appear. So
that's unusual.
Yeah.
Getting a solid look at your dashboard there.
I know, right? Okay, so that is working. Just going to send you guys a link. How do I get to see? There we go. He's got us now.
I've managed to see it. I'm on. I can see it.
Have you sent a second one then?
No, there's one URL that does everything. That's really confusing.
That should work.
Okay, it's just... Well, hey.
Sorry about this. Just trying to get the chat box in the right place.
That's right. Well, it's all working now because there's I heard the time delay.
Hi, Joel. Yeah, we can see the chat. There's probably going to be a delay between us and you. So it's a bit of a shaky start, to say the least.
Seen worse.
Well, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort out the chat window and re-add it.
Okie doke. Wow, 13 likes already. Just saying.
That's more than my normal video.
13 what? 13 likes?
13 likes, yeah.
There's only 4 watchers.
Yeah, I can see the video now. 5 watchers, 13 likes, and the chat box.
Brilliant.
And also, we'd be counting as watchers, guys. So
that's true.
Yeah.
You're just trying to dampen it, aren't you?
Okay.
Dampen success.
Yeah, I'm going to quickly make 20 accounts, log in, and...
This is Joel's private cam.
Okay, so looks like we're rocking now. I can actually cut that off on the YouTube editor when it actually goes up as a live, not a live, but a recorded show. So I can cut some of that off. So I guess I'll start again. Welcome to Joel and anybody else who might be watching. This is Legion Live, episode 1. Basically, we're not entirely sure what it is yet. What we do know is that it's a chat between Legion of Gamza members.
And it's live.
And it's live, and it'll also be on my channel. And I might try and see if I can get it sent to the other guys that are on here as well. I'm here with Idic Beer.
Hi guys.
We've got Phil.
Hi.
We've got Callum from Tabletop Banter.
Hello.
And we've got Harry from Tabletop Banter.
Hello.
Hi, and as this is a very basic first episode, we wanted to just go through basically what it is and talk a little bit about our own channels and then see if we can get some interaction with the chat window. And see, already Joel's got some questions. I think that might be on our to-do list, Joel, to be honest.
That is our first thing, yeah.
We do have a to-do list. We are very well organised. And that is on it, which is lucky,
Yeah, it's
to
true.
say the least.
I'm pretty sure that is
Right.
literally the first point.
Yeah. Hopefully the stream's coming through okay. It doesn't seem to be dropping any frames. As far as I can tell, everything is healthy about it, so we should be good to start, really.
It looks better on YouTube than it is on Skype.
Yeah.
It should do, yeah. If you click play on the preview window, you can actually see it. And the quality is quite nice, yeah. It's good. I'm going to turn it back down in case it's tanking my my internet connection. So, what we're going to do is, I guess, go to the first thing on our plan, and that is to do topic 1, which I've got down here, which is basically just going through what we do as a channel. How do we want to tackle this, guys? Do we want to each one of us go through the different points on there, or
Yeah, probably just
Take
go
it
through one at a time. Yeah.
one at a time?
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll let the host go first.
Fair
Of
enough.
course, yeah.
Okay, so
Host with the most.
yeah, the list is as follows. Why did we start doing it? So that's the first of them. When we've got our upload routines, fitting it in around our work and social lives. It's probably the most adamant one here. We've got ups and downs. How the Legion, of course, why this came about, how that plays a role in what we do, and then the last point I might throw out to all of us to have a bit of a discussion, because that is where to start for new YouTubers, so we can all sort of do the first lot of bullet points and then jump on to the last one, I think, with all of us and have a little chat. So, first off, why did I start doing it? So, I'm not sure, to be honest. It was a couple of years ago. I can barely remember. I think I wanted to get better at talking in public. I've always been quite a shy person. Never been very good at sort of getting across my point. And so that was a major part. And of course there was the motivation as well, which I think a lot of us are going to say. You're really motivated if you're putting up stuff on a channel and people are sort of egging you on, and you almost feel obliged to finish a project, which I'm doing very badly at the moment. I just seem to be jumping from project to project at the moment, which I do plan on finishing. Anyway, I'm trying not to take too long on this. Upload routine, it tends to be as and when. I did actually start up one scheduled video series, which was every Thursday, which was Kibs Fibs. Took January off because of life situations, and hopefully I'm going to kick that up again in the next few weeks now that I've sort of got this construction project going. Right. But basically as and when at the moment, so I'm terrible for having any kind of routine. Fitting it around work and social life. Right. This one, I go to work, I get home, I do a little bit of work maybe with styrene on my lunch break, try and get something ready, but basically I spend some time with the kid. He goes to bed about 7, half 7, and then I essentially have the night free. So be that coming out here and doing a video or sitting in front of the TV modelling, basically. I get to have time with the missus and also half watching programs that I like and also doing content for the channel. So it's win-win-win really. So that's good. Ups and downs. I don't know, to be honest. I think it's all been ups, except for sort of life situations. As far as actual YouTube goes, I think all I've experienced is the ups, to be honest. Except for maybe when I had the big break about half a year ago where I didn't have any videos up for maybe a year. But I can't think of any downs. I might think of one when the other guys are talking. Let's have a see. Legion of Gamza. Now, Legion of Gamza played a huge part in keeping me on YouTube. Especially Nick, this man here. I think he's played a huge part in all of us, to be honest. Joining the Legion of Gamza did two things. One, it got me a subscriber count, which is a big plus when you're a small channel. And two, it gets all the guys in the Legion commenting and inputting onto your channel and giving you likes, basically egging you on. It really played a huge part in keeping me on here, and then of course it all spirals from there, really, because I mean there's only the Legion's only so small, or only so big. Oh, we seem to have lost Callum. It's only so big, and but it's a good starting point, and it's a really good group of lads. And I think that's me. So since Callum's gone, we can't choose him. We may as well go in clockwise order. So do you want to take it from there, Nick?
Yeah, sure. So why did I start doing the YouTube channel? Basically, I think most of you probably already know anyway, but my channel is inspired from Fritz, really. Just watching him do all of his videos and battle reports, etc. I just wanted to do that myself, just something that I really thought I could do and enjoy. So that's why I started it in the first place. Not just the YouTube channel, but the blog as well. So following Fritz's blog, because he used to post quite heavily on his blog. Not so much now, but he certainly used to. So that got me going on my blog as well.
That's one thing I've never had, the blog. I think, me and Phil the only ones who don't have a blog here? I think the other two down at the bottom do as well.
Yeah, the blog nice to have like as a side line to the YouTube channel. It's great for Google searches. You know, if you type in Necrons, you know, very often my pictures will come up from the blog. Right. And of course, once people click on the pictures, they go onto the blog, and then the blog obviously has got the YouTube channel links, you know, at the top. So it's good to have that like little network, and that coincides with obviously things like Twitter as well. You know, so if anyone search like Edit Beer, it will come up, you know, on the Twitter account, Facebook, blah blah blah. So it's nice to like interlink everything.
Yeah, I think I might have to set up a website at some point, specifically for the channel.
So my upload routine, obviously I do tend to upload pretty much every day, but I'm not actually uploading every day because I record all my videos on my days off, which are Wednesdays and Fridays, and I basically schedule in my videos I'm usually about a week to 2 weeks in advance of my videos. So that's how I sort of do them. I just record a load of videos and then I just program them all in, ready to go up 7 o'clock in the morning.
Alright, I think I need to do that because I think the most I've ever queued up is 3, and that was at the height of the channel.
Yeah, but, I'm programmed up till, at the moment, about the 5th of March. So that includes terrain square videos and stuff. So being pretty prepared.
Yeah.
Fitting it around work and social life. Well, work's not so much of a problem for me because I do have access to the computer pretty much all day. It's like my radio as such at work. So that's pretty useful.
It's a nice situation to be in.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised I'm actually here, to be fair, because in the evenings I don't actually get that much time for hobby. Usually, you know, if my wife's home, I'm not hobbying, so she is currently upstairs talking to her friends on the phone, so I've managed to get some extra time.
Well done.
Yeah. What else have we got here? Ups and downs. The only downside I would say is I don't do as much hobby as I could do because of my YouTube channel. Because I'm basically, if I'm going to spend say an hour making videos, and obviously that means that's an hour I'm not painting. So I would actually be more productive if I didn't have the channel. But then on the other side of the coin, the channel motivates me to do what I do. So without the channel, maybe I wouldn't be as productive. So sort of like a swings and roundabouts.
Yeah.
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 So I suppose, I think I mentioned it in my chilling chat, one of my, paint-along videos, was that if I upload a video and I've got all my comments coming through, sometimes that can almost like interrupt my painting sessions. So again, I paint less if I've got my computer on and I'm replying to comments and watching videos. Whereas when my laptop was broken for that like 6 months, when I didn't have my laptop at home, I was definitely more productive because I didn't have no distractions. I just had the telly on in the background, and I would just paint for 5 hours solid. So that's the only downside for the channel. Probably actually have less hobby time.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think I've ever done 5 hours.
No,
I normally paint 5 or 6 hour painting sessions twice a week,
That's savage.
Is it not?
and then I paint. I paint on a Sunday morning before work. I do about an hour and a half before I leave for work.
I can do that just.
Some of my best painting's done really early in the morning, like half six in the morning. Get a couple of hours in.
I've stayed up to 5 painting, if that counts.
Yeah, no, we've done that. Harry and I have done like early morning because of not sleeping. But
Yeah.
I'm a mess in the mornings. If I could hold a paintbrush in my hand in the morning, it'd be a miracle. I am that bad.
Next question then is how does the Legion of Gamza, if I could say it, plays a role in this? Well, the Legion of Gamza is pretty much perfect for what I do anyway. I mean, before the Legion was around, I was doing exactly what I'm doing now anyway. Just sharing and helping channels. I really enjoy seeing other channels grow. And when obviously Gamza put up his video about the Legion, I just jumped straight on it. So it sort of just spiraled from there really. But obviously just meeting new people like you guys, and just helping channels grow, like obviously Tabletop Banter, hopefully I've had a big input in making his channel grow.
definitely.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw my blog post actually about the £25 Army Challenge.
I did, yeah, I did see it.
Got some good comments on that, which is good as well. A lot of people saying, some guy was saying he's going to take it to his local club, get everyone doing it there, and then have like a little tournament and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Oh,
Happy days.
I think we've lost your camera.
Who? Me?
Yours, yeah. If you toggle it on off, it might come back.
Okay, yeah. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah.
Are you the only person on here who was actually there from the beginning, Nick?
What, from the Gamza?
Yeah. I think I was fairly early on.
No, I think others. Yeah, some original founding members.
Yeah. I came... Sorry. I was just going to say, I came into it around about the time where you guys were voting on a name for it on...
Yeah, well, that was pretty much near the beginning.
Oh, right, okay. So I was on fairly early then. Oh, that's good. It had already taken off at that point. Yeah. I got just crap loads of subs from that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's you done. Do you want to take it up next, Phil?
Yeah. Sorry. I've been trying to look for the list of questions and stuff. I can't find it on Facebook.
That's right. I'll do them for you.
Okay.
The first question is, why did you start doing it, YouTube?
Yeah, great. Okay, thanks. Started about 2 years ago. Just really wanted to try my hand at just videos on YouTube. Just fancied doing it, and just gave it a go, and just continued on really. So yeah, that's probably the reason. I just saw quite a lot of videos on YouTube and stuff. So yeah, it worked out all right.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
It's a difficult one to answer, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just remembering why you did it. What moment of madness led to this?
Like a couple of years ago and so on. You can't remember exactly the reason you did it. I just wanted to basically, I suppose it was a way of just getting some of my models out on the internet really, and just seeing what comments and stuff people would come back with.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. For the other questions, sorry.
I've put up in the Skype chat, I've put up the link to it, but I'll take the next one for you. Okay, do you have an upload routine?
Generally, I do new videos on the weekend. It's generally the only time that I get to sort of do videos. Tend to like to do videos in the daylight as well. So the only real time I can do videos is the weekend. So yeah, generally I try to at least do one video per weekend as such.
Seems like a fair schedule.
Cool.
Okay, you probably answered this one a little. Fitting it around work and social life.
Yeah, yeah. As you probably saw earlier, I struggled to get back from work today to get here on time for this event and so on. So it can be quite difficult. Yeah, I try to do my videos and stuff on the weekend when I have a bit of time and stuff, but obviously try and keep enough time for the wife and so on to keep things going as well. So,
Yeah. It's a tricky one, that.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we've got ups and downs.
Yeah, ups and downs. Yeah, ups and downs. Yeah, I've a bit like Craig. I haven't really had any downs really in relation to any YouTube videos and so on, or any negative comments. I've had a few sort of thumbs down and stuff like that, but I don't think that really makes much of a difference really. That's
No, I think we've all had our fair share of them.
Yeah, it's all been quite positive.
That's good.
Okay.
I think we're doing well on that front so far, aren't we?
I think I probably had the most dislikes on a video
I'd
of all of us. That's on my the video I did about dislikes.
Oh, right.
I've got like 80 dislikes on that video.
Oh,
You had that one coming, didn't you?
I must
It's
admit,
got more likes than dislikes, but yeah, it's quite.
Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah, I'm not sure why people have to press a dislike button and such on YouTube videos, unless it's a subject that they're really not happy with. I don't see why people have to hit a dislike button.
it's a strange one. I mean, it actually counts the same for YouTube in terms of interactions, doesn't it? And rating the video. So, in that respect, I've almost been tempted just to ask for dislikes on a video rather than likes, just for the hell of it, just as a little thing, just to see what happens. See if people instinctively just hit the like button, or if they obey like sheep. I don't know, I'm suggesting everybody's sheep. That's a bit strange. Okay, last question really is how the Legion plays a role in your channel.
Yeah, I sort of joined the Legion around about when there was about 150 members, and I basically saw my subscriptions sort of jump up overnight by becoming a member of the Legion.
Yeah.
The main advantage I find with the Legion is you get to see a load of like-minded people doing hobby and stuff, just like yourself. And yeah, I think it's a really good community, and I quite like our closed Facebook group as well. So it's to get your models up and get some comments on it and bits and pieces like that. So that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it'll help.
Yeah, is it worth mentioning on the closed Facebook group page thing that we've got for Legion of Gamza members? If there is a Legion of Gamza member watching this, wondering what the hell's going on, why am I not involved?
Yeah.
Then yeah, we've got a closed Facebook group page, whatever it's called. Callum, what's the best way for people to get onto that page?
Okay, well, I sent out a message on YouTube. So if you go through the Creator Studio, you'll find a message from me. It could be in the spam folder because there's a link in it. And that link will take you to the closed Facebook group. And then you have to request to join and you'll be added pretty promptly.
Cool. So yeah,
check your Creator Studio messages.
Yeah, if you are a member, it's worth doing because we're having some chats. Obviously, we've organised this through that closed group. So it's, if you're in the Gamza, well, in the Legion Gamza, then yeah, come on over and join us.
Cool.
Yeah, hoping for a lot more sort of collaborative efforts and just make it a bit more of a...
Nick.
Yes.
Nick.
Hello?
Yeah, sorry, can I ask Nick, what work do you do?
Sorry, who's talking there? I can't see who's talking. Oh, right.
Sorry.
I work in retail.
Well, like a shop sort of thing.
Yeah, managing a shop.
What?
Okay.
Cool.
I think he's wondering how you can have YouTube on all day at work. As was I. I mean, my manager sits right behind me, so I haven't got a chance in hell. Oh,
My manager sits there watching YouTube all day, so
oh
that's
right.
all right.
Just join in. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
Craig, what work?
Mhm.
My,
What was that?
my next was at Callum.
Yeah, who's you on next?
I mean, you guys are the same
Callum, go.
thing, just different aspects of the same thing, aren't you? So,
Yeah, I guess it's a tricky
fight
one.
amongst yourselves
I
for
suppose
each of the points, I guess.
if you go
You go
over
first, Harry.
you go over your oh, I'll go first. Okay, all right.
Oh no, you go first.
So no, I'll go
Sorry.
first. It's okay. I'm ready. I'm all here. I mean, so first, which was when I started, I've been doing this for a very long time. I was answer to sort of Joel's question earlier, because I actually read the comments, guys. I started probably
Sorry.
about 8-10 years ago. I didn't even know when I started. It was years and years and years ago. I remember recognizing some sort of second edition codexes and things, because it was when my brother started playing, and then I just got into it then, and it's been sort of on and off. And then coming to uni, there's been more expendable income, and what I thought there was more time, and it sort of rolled on from there. And Callum had this great idea of setting up a YouTube channel that we could put up some battle reports and things on, and we thought, this would be a great idea. So we got rolling with that. I mean, Callum does all of the actual channel-y stuff. I mean, I sometimes look at the emails and things. I mean, I do the blog, and Callum does the YouTube channel. That's sort of how we've divided it up.
Pretty much.
What was the next question?
Upload routine.
There's a list of questions, and I can't. Upload routine, yes. I don't have one. I think Callum, we've sort of been talking about trying to get an upload routine going, but with like the way that life is as a student, there isn't any routine to anything. So I just a blog post how I've actually done something. Sometimes I've done a lot, sometimes I've not done much. So I get that. I get out. Fitting it around work, social life, that's all the same thing as upload routine. I'm at lectures a certain time a week. I don't know when I'm. That changes every few weeks. And of course, holding down girlfriend and friends and things, it all changes. So you just got to get it in here and there, 2-3 hours at a time. Sit down, listen to this model. So ups and downs of the this whole like channel bloggy thing. It's definitely made me do more and stick to projects. I was always that guy that would like buy 8 boxes of things, build them, spray them, and then not paint them. But now I'm actually sort of thinking about what I'm doing next and how yeah. So it's definitely improved that. Downside of things, I'm not sure really, because if I don't like the blogging thing, I just don't put a blog up, which is an interesting way of thinking about it. I wouldn't say there's any downs with what I do, because time-wise it doesn't take me too long to write a blog and things.
No bad comments or anything like
in
that?
the Legion. I've not had any bad. I don't think. Yeah, I've not really had that many comments. I think Joel's a big fan of my blog. I have to shout out to Joel. I love you. But other than that, there's nothing really bad about the blog, because obviously YouTube, you've got to monitor it all. But blog's easy. Blog's happy. And of course, the Legion of Gamza, it's helped us massively. I'm saying it does, because we're a collaboration.
Yeah.
Do you schedule your blog posts in?
There's just more stuff.
Harry?
Do we schedule?
Do you
schedule
your
them in?
blog posts, or do you just write them and put them up?
When I've got like a few to do, I'll schedule them. Like when I first set it up, because I did like all of the projects I'm working on, I sort of scheduled them for days throughout the week. But now I don't. Basically, when I do a blog post, it's a miracle, so I just get it up there as soon as possible.
Okay. Yeah, so I have like a little routine of mine, because I've tried putting my blog posts up. I used to do them every 2 days. Then I went to 3 days, and I tried 4 days. I find that every 3 days is like a good happy medium as such. So what I do is I prepare my posts. I like schedule the posts in for every 3 days, and then I put question marks in the title, and then I gradually come up with ideas, and I change the title to what I want to focus in, and then I gradually just go in and build up like a backlog or a scheduled amount of posts. I'm about a month in advance of my blog. I find that's really useful because it means if you've got, say, a week and you just don't have time, or you go on holiday, or you don't feel like making a blog post, you've still got a load of blog posts there ready to go up.
Yeah, I've got a couple that are sort of semi-written, but the problem is I don't have really much material at all because I just sort of just offloaded everything that I was doing at the beginning. But I am slowly building up a repertoire of things. I've got a few terrain projects and like 3D printing projects. Is something to put up. So yeah, it should be seeing hopefully more steady updates on the blog as sort of my whole thing gets a bit steadier.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's just consistency. So if it doesn't really matter how consistent it is, whether it's like once a week or even just once a month. It's just keeping it like that same time coming up all the time. So it's just people get used to seeing it.
I think it's kind of usually been Wednesdays they come out.
Yeah.
But, I need to do a bit more scheduling, get going on that. But it's been fun. I do like the blog.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I think it's something I might need to do.
Oh,
just one thing. I wanted to apologise to everyone. I'm clicking all over the place, and so if everybody's camera disappears, that's on me. That's happened a couple of times. I don't think it's been for too long, maybe a couple of seconds, but yeah, I just wanted to apologise for that. Carry on.
That's all right. Cool. So I'll start why. Well, I started doing the YouTube. Don't tell my parents or anything, but as a project of procrastination. I started 9 months ago or so. So it was May. I think I had 2 weeks until my first exam, and I decided that would be the best opportunity to start a YouTube channel because it gave me something to get distracted by. Luckily I passed the exams, obviously.
Distraction.
But yeah, it was basically procrastination that drove me to start a YouTube channel. My upload routine has changed a lot over the year or so. It started being once a week, and then I tried twice a week. Trying to be really, really tight on schedule, but I found that I was doing less because of that. So I try and get a video up as often as I physically can, no more than one a day, because I know that would just be a lot to deal with for some people. So one every couple of days is what I aim for, really. And in terms of fitting it around work and social life, I actually live in a house with my girlfriend, so fitting time is a struggle every now and then. Although she's pretty good at letting me do things. So probably when she's at uni, easiest time I find.
Just a point on that. I mean, when I first started, doing the YouTube, I was only posting once a week, or once every couple of weeks, to be fair. And just as I got into it more and I enjoyed it more and more all the time, that's when I gradually started building it up. To like twice a week and then 3 times a week. Then all of a sudden, I'm doing it every day. But yeah. I think also, obviously, if you've got less subscribers, there's less potential need to keep uploading, as regular. So you can get away with like two times a week or, once a week,
No, I definitely found that once I started doing more, though, the subscriber count has risen.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I'm trying to push myself to do as many as possible within reason. So I actually started scheduling now because before I didn't bother. So I got a couple scheduled for the end of the week. And I'm trying to stay a few days ahead, giving myself a day off every now and then, obviously. So I found that's helped a bit.
That Friday weekend hotspot where everybody turns on YouTube and starts watching videos for some reason.
Yeah. Or if you're a student, that's called all the time.
Right.
Yeah. I'm in a lecture.
Tuesdays the quietest. Tuesdays is always the quietest for people putting up videos.
All right.
Because everyone does their stuff over the weekend, and then they put their videos up on Monday. Monday's the busiest day. Then Tuesdays it's like just really quiet on the subscription feeds, and obviously there are videos there, but nowhere near as many as on a Monday.
Okay.
I think it's a bit of a science learning when people are on and when's the best time to upload. To be honest, it's Bit of a nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Once you've got it though, it works so fine. And of course,
Yeah.
having more subscribers leads to so many more people clicking that subscribe button. It's a very strange phenomenon, the idea that almost having more subscribers is more important than the actual content. Then of course you can't get the subscribers without the content, so
What are you trying to say, Craig? What are you trying to say?
Hey, I think out of all of us, you've earned them. I think we can all say that with a fair surety.
Most certainly, yeah.
Was that everybody talking about the main points, or did you have one left?
I've just got the last two to do. There was
sure.
ups and downs, which has been like pretty much all ups. Again, I get the occasional dislike. I had one comment which was okay. I've had two. Well, one comment which was just boo with 4 zeros or 4 O's, and I was like, nice. But I kind of chuckled at that one. And then I think I had a really weird comment. I can't remember who it was now, but a subscriber told me to buy a hairbrush and comb my hair. So,
I have to say,
that was
having met you in real, your hair isn't quite as wild as it looks on the camera.
You have started combing your hair. That is peer pressure.
I have started brushing my hair as well.
I wish I had that much hair.
You make up for it with a beard. So.
Yeah. I just need to try this to here.
Yeah.
Yeah, people would pay good money for your hair.
They would,
That sounds a bit weird. It sounds a little bit creepy. Don't worry, I'm not going to scalp you in the night.
Please don't. But in terms of the Legion of Gamza, there's no doubt that it has played a massive role in my subscriber count. Certainly to begin with, I think I had like 20-something, 24, because Twitter is something I use a lot. And in fact, I got like 3,300 followers on Twitter because I was basically just... my girlfriend has a blog for mental health, and it's really quite popular. So I just asked her for tips and stuff when I first started out. And so hers, I think she's got like 14,000 followers on Twitter. So I just kind of asked for advice. And that's how I started to grow originally. But once I found the Legion of Gamza, it was pretty much perfect because it got me people who were interested in my videos. I think I gained 40 subs in a couple of days, and then it was just a slow build from there, really, up to where we are now. So, but yeah, no doubt the Legion of Gamza, not just for subscriptions, but also for motivation and inspiration, has been pretty key in growing the channel up. But yeah. That's about it, really.
I think it's the same for everyone.
Twitter's the thing that helps us the biggest. Is
really?
Whenever you put like a blog post on Twitter, you suddenly get a massive spike of views. You can see it in the track, you know, like...
Yeah, I mean, it goes from like 15 to 20 up to 60, 70 just by sending out. It does help, like, I would say, I know that the last point is how would we recommend starting and everything. So I guess I could touch on that now, and I would say Twitter is a great place, social media. Other than obviously the Legion, that has been the main source of like views and stuff to any of our things.
I've had a real mixed... Sorry, what was that?
No,
I spoke over
after
someone.
you.
All right, I was just going to say I've had a real mixed bag when it comes to social media, especially Twitter, to be honest. Getting people engaged with a Twitter account. You must have some crazy tweet foo or something going on over there, because I just can't get it to work. Maybe I'm just not good at writing tweets.
Use clickbait, like lots of young girls in bikinis is clickbait. I'm joking. No, the way I did it was really if you just grow it big enough. So there are loads of sites you can use to automatically unfollow people who don't follow you back, and you just, if you get a spare 15 minutes, or just when you're on the loo, to be honest, that's when I do it. You just follow a bunch of people who follow like channels, and then people follow you back and they become interested in what you're doing. And that's pretty much how it's worked for us for the last 9 months or so. So
you could say that is a crap tactic, Colin.
Yeah, you've got some crazy insider knowledge going on there.
Yeah.
I thought I was clued up, but you've just made me feel very old. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, it wasn't for me, to be fair. I had to ask how to spell Twitter when I asked my girlfriend.
You can use
Right.
the hashtags as well, like the massive thing.
Oh yeah, hashtags are
Cash
huge.
in on the what was it, miniature Monday, terrain Tuesday,
Work in progress Wednesday.
You put those in, and you just get like 20 odd likes and
Oh,
over link clicks.
that sounds like a really good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe
So,
we need to come up with a hashtag for the Legion.
Yeah.
maybe we do, yeah.
LLOG.
In fact, we should probably announce that this is going live on things like the old Facebook
Twitter. That would be a good idea.
and Twitter and whatnot. That's one thing we didn't really do this
you know?
week. But then no, I just did it on. Or maybe I did. It might have been included in the event, but the link from the event didn't go to the right place, which was part of the rocky start that we had when we first went live. So it might have been a fail. I need to look into that. Why going live didn't link automatically into that event? I haven't got a clue. I haven't got the foggiest what happened there. Absolute nightmare. So we've been chatting for, let me find out, 40 minutes. Give or take about 10 minutes at the beginning there where we were unsure of what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's all coming through clear and we're all getting our points across. And most of all, hopefully everyone's enjoying it. That's one of the main things, really, us included, of course. 47. I know, it's 47 minutes past 8, but I don't think we started until like 4 minutes past or something like that.
I think by the time the stream was running, it was a bit later.
Yeah, I think we can be excused for being late on the first ever show. I don't know about you.
I hope so.
We'll be early next week.
Maybe I'm pushing my luck there. Right, so... Sorry, what was that?
How often are we planning to do these?
To be honest, the format and the regularity of this is... It's a bit freeform, to be honest. I think we need to have more of a chat amongst ourselves on what times are best, whether we want it to be every week or every fortnight.
Yeah.
If we get a lot more of the Legion members involved, we've got to talk about whether we want to do a rotation so that we get different people on each week, because having too many people on, I don't know, it might work, but it might also be us all trying to talk over each other and be an absolute nightmare. I don't know. It's very much untravelled ground on that front.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
Don't know. Also don't know what the main subjects are going to be, whether it goes a certain way, because, of course, the main sort of bit for us is 40k, is what most people are into, but then there's also other gaming systems as well that most of us seem to be into in the Legion. There's such a wide range of systems. So, I mean, do we do segments where it's specifically about a system? Or do we try and sort of tackle more widespread things? Or maybe add in a bit where we talk about the news? I mean, it's all up for grabs, really, as to what we do.
When you say the news, do you mean like national news?
Oh, yeah, I mean like...
oh, yeah, cool.
Russia has killed someone or something. That sort of news. That was a bit... Moving on.
So,
Craig, can't edit that out.
Craig.
Yeah?
Do you want to carry on with the last question?
Where to start? Yeah, I mean, sure. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, the main point is really, like they've said, social media is a good one. We put on the spot a bit here. I honestly don't know. I mean,
these are your questions. I thought you had the answers already.
I didn't write them. What's up, Phil?
Yeah. I just, for anyone who wants to start and stuff, just literally just start doing it.
Yeah.
Take it from there.
I guess the main thing is, just do it. As the infamous
Sheila Booth
might say. That was a bit weird. Just do it. Can't Nike sue him for that, incidentally?
Oh,
anyway.
I don't know.
How much did he get paid by Nike for that? So, social media plays a big part, as we've already discussed, and these guys down here are much better than than I am at that sort of thing. Would you guys say that having a blog running alongside is a good way to go when you first start out, or is it a bit much?
The blog's a tough one. I think blogs, to be fair, have gone down in popularity quite a lot. To be totally honest, blogs are pretty hard work. And if I was starting now, I probably wouldn't have my blog. My blog is like historic, to be fair.
Yeah.
The interaction's very poor.
Don't say this.
I get the views, obviously. Most of my views from my blog that I can see come from Google Images, where people are searching for images and then they click the image and it goes to my blog.
Okay.
So yeah, to be fair, I wouldn't actually necessarily recommend a blog. To be fair, unless you want it for yourself.
Yeah.
It's a tough one, but yeah.
I think for me. Oh, sorry, no.
That's right. Carry on. Yeah.
What I found best with the blog was if you find a lackey and you just make them do all the work.
That sounds good. Yeah.
That's definitely the best way to do a blog.
It's been working so far.
you just palm it off to someone else.
Well, I like it because it's a good way of taking stuff up without not the time of doing a YouTube video, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
So,
good for
obviously
speed.
it has its purpose. I'm just saying that I wouldn't necessarily. The only reason why I continue posting on my blog is because I have it and I like keeping it together. But I wouldn't necessarily start a blog now.
Yeah, and I think if you have a YouTube channel and you have a blog and you have the time, if you want to just grow the YouTube channel, then I would just focus on that. But if you want to do a more rounded thing, then I would definitely tackle both sides. Because I know that there are, with blog views especially, ours seem to just zip up much quicker than YouTube views. Because it's much easier to click a link and read something than it is to like click a link, sit there and watch it for an amount of time. But yeah, I guess you're right. If you were going to start a YouTube channel tomorrow, whether I would then start a blog or not, I don't know. Probably not on my own, but that's what I have Harry for.
Blogs are tough. They're tough to share. There's not as many people watching, reading blogs so much now. You know, unless you're doing a lot of like rumours and that type of stuff. The little blogs tend to get left by the wayside.
Yeah, I mean, luckily, like I said, we have our social media stuff pretty keyed up for that.
Yeah.
So that has really helped with us, like keeping it going. So I guess if you can really like I said with the Twitter, we have a big enough audience on there that when we post a tweet, you know that it makes a big enough difference. But I do think because Twitter is that kind of like blog thing with Twitter, it's like that kind of person who's into Twitter tends to be into blogs. I don't want to like typecast or anything, but you know, I would say that's quite apparent with our viewing numbers.
All right. That is
So in terms of starting a channel, YouTube channel, what I would say, I think the priority that I would recommend is make sure that you're making the channel for yourself. So that all the videos that you put up are your videos about what you want to put up.
Yeah.
Definitely don't put up videos just what you think other people are going to like to see. You know, so you've got to be doing it for yourself when you first start up because you're not going to enjoy it otherwise. And then once you've got some videos in the system, it's probably then time to start contacting other YouTubers. I mean, I've contacted quite a few YouTubers and asked if they wouldn't mind putting my channel in their the favourites on the homepage, and then most of them have got back to me and said, yeah, no problem, and they put my little logo on there. You know, spread the word. That helps as well. And just interact basically with channels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think answering comments on your videos, and I'm trying to answer all of them as well, especially when you're small, is a huge part of getting into the community, if nothing else.
Yeah, and of course, when you do answer a comment, you need to press the reply button and put the comment in there, not just put a comment on your channel, because they won't see it.
Yeah, that's
they won't get an email saying, yeah, because I've seen a few people do that. You know, they do reply, but they put it in their comments, and of course, whoever's made the comment can't see that. So you've got to press that reply button when you put your comment in.
for a while, about a year ago or 2 years ago, actually replying to comments on your mobile phone using the YouTube app wouldn't reply to the person. As you say, Nick, it would actually just reply to the video itself, which was an absolute nightmare, because I mean that's where I spend most of my time sort of replying to people and whatnot, is on my phone. So if you see lots of spelling mistakes, that's why, because my thumbs are far too fat. But it was an absolute nightmare for a long time, so I think that's definitely something to keep an eye on. I would strongly recommend as well, as advice for newbies, get the YouTube Studio app on your phone if you can. It's fantastic. It's got alerts, it's got all different ways you can actually edit the descriptions and things for your videos on your phone. It's just a great resource to have once your videos are up there using a computer or even uploading through your phone. It's just keep it on track, on top of it. You can even see your analytics and all sorts from there. It's a great resource.
Yeah. Sorry, is that YouTube Capture or is that something else?
It's called YouTube Studio, and it comes up as it's all backwards. That icon there. It's like a cog with the YouTube symbol in it. And yeah, just search on the Google Play Store for YouTube Studio. And that is, of course, if you've got an Android phone and you've got a smartphone. Full stop. As I know some people don't have that. As strange as that is these days.
What, like me with this rubbishy thing?
I was thinking of you actually. Is that a BlackBerry?
This is a BlackBerry. This is my wife's very, very old phone. It's about 10 years old.
God, I don't know what to do without my phone. It's just a companion for life.
Funny, it is a phone. I can make phone calls with it though, Craig.
Yeah.
Do you know, I don't think I've ever done that on my phone.
I've made the odd phone call on my phone, yeah. That's it. Just in the time I've had it, maybe I can probably count the number of times on one hand. It's mad. Yeah. Same for texting these days with the Facebook apps and that. I don't even send text through it. If the missus wants me to come in for a cup of tea or something from the garage, she just sends me a message on Facebook now. And so I go in. It's a crazy world. It's mad.
Shouting out the door.
Yeah, exactly. It's cold outside. She'd rather I spend all the time walking through than her. So
we have obviously 15 watchers at the moment. Does anyone have a question for us at all?
I think we've had a few questions. So if anybody's been watching, feel free to bring them up.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to head off, guys. I'm afraid. Okay. It was good having this chat.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. It's gone fairly well for a first attempt.
It has, yeah. Thanks everyone for watching.
All right, mate.
See you later. Read vlog.
See you, Harry.
See you later, Harry.
love that picture.
Oh, I love it. That's so great.
I'm gonna leave that there.
Warn him. Do, please.
Do you want me to get rid of it?
I was tempted to tell him, and then I was like, no, don't get rid of it. Please. Please. Social embarrassment is too good to miss out on.
Fair enough. Oh, something weird just happened.
Oh, he must have left the chat. It must have dropped.
Nick's been cut in half. Clean sliced in half. Oh, that's horrible. Right.
Oh, and all the channel names have changed. Can you see? Like.
Oh, what? This is an unforeseen problem. Something I didn't envisage happening. Right. What the hell am I going to do here? Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to try and sort this out for the last 5-10 minutes that we're going to be.
If I shovel over a bit.
Yeah. And now you're Felipe. Fantastic. What the hell is that? Why has that gone in a different order? What's it playing at?
That is very confusing.
Let's try.
All of Nick.
No, we're still in the wrong order. Fantastic. It's just what I wanted. I can get rid of that one. I can get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Bear with me for a minute.
Did you want to?
Yeah.
That's right. Did you want to start answering some of the questions?
Yeah, go for it.
Does anyone here speak German? A little.
Not.
But I did it at GCSE. But if I'm brutally honest, it was not good. I I don't think I've ever done so bad at a language in my life. I
Well,
can
your
manage
voice
like
has gone really
V8s. Mine.
Yeah,
That'll be the
just gone all
one
robot.
because of my. Oh, yeah, no, I'm actually doing that. No, I imagine it's my terrible internet. But yeah, I mean that was one of the questions. Can anyone else speak German?
No, I can't
German.
speak very good German, but me and my wife do visit Germany at least once
Okay.
a year.
I did it for
It's
1
relative
year.
stuff.
Yeah, I can't say I'm fluent or anything.
I was terrible. All I pretty much know is "Das ist verboten," and that's probably it.
Oh, yeah, I know what that means.
Because everybody's going to know what that is, and it's used all the time, of course. Sorry if that's racist. What's going on?
Were there any?
Translate's pretty good,
Yeah.
Oh, Google Translate's amazing. Have you seen the new feature they've got? Basically, there's a camera mode now. You press the camera and you put it over foreign text, and it like translates it in real time on your camera, on your phone. It's amazing. Can't believe it. I was blown away.
Same font, everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It tries to. It looks a bit weird. Some of the text is different size, so it looks a bit like one of those threatening letters where someone's cut the letters out of a newspaper and put it on. So it's a bit unnerving on that front, but it's it's fantastic. It was the talk of my office a few days ago. Everybody was going around finding like Chinese boxes and things and trying to figure out what the contents were, even though we knew it was a mouse from Dell. It was a weird time.
Yeah, it's quite funny when you have like multi-language instruction books and stuff like that, and then you use it on that.
And they're never the same as the English version.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh.
Bit of Chinglish.
Yes, yeah. Were there any other questions in the comment box? I didn't see any that loaded very quickly.
There's quite a few questions here.
Lovely.
Random questions from Darby Conway. What are you guys working on?
Oh yeah, well, do you want to fire away with that first, Nick?
Yeah. I'm currently working on my monolith. Dark Elder Venoms. Doing those at the moment. Of course, painting the War Walkers. I'm guessing my Space Wolf's ready to be painted. And obviously the Train Square competition, of course. I've started to do that, so I've got a couple of videos scheduled to go up on the 1st of March.
Very nice. Talking of which, I went out and bought this today.
Whee!
It's like a cake board that you put a cake on top of.
Yep.
For the terrain square circle competition thing, and I've done some preliminary sketches in a pad, though they're not really good enough for anyone to see. So I know what I want to do with it now, and I'm pretty much ready to go. Pretty excited.
Cool.
I'm actually merging the two IDIC events this year into one. I'm making a special centerpiece for the Frostgrave terrain. In fact, it's not even Frostgrave terrain. It can be used on all systems. It's the Gothic ruins from Pegasus. I'm making a sort of centerpiece for that, which is going to be a wizard's tower. So, really looking forward to doing that. And of course, really looking forward to cracking on with getting them painted. It's been ages since I even looked at them, since I started playing with water and cement and membranes. But yeah, hopefully soon that. Also, if people saw my video a few days ago, I'm working on a conversion of an Orc Squigoth. That's gone really well. I put up some pictures on the Facebook page earlier today, so if you want to see the progress of that, head on over to that, or if you're in any of the Orc Facebook groups, you've probably already seen it. That's coming together nicely. I can't remember what else there was. There's a whole host of things, just mainly terrain and things. So I gave away all my 40k terrain about a year ago when I started playing like Infinity and X-Wing and that sort of thing. And I'm just starting to build it up again, really, and in true Kablam's fashion, trying to make everything flat packable, as everything should be. Even the terrain circle, I'm sure you're all very happy to know, is going to be flat packable. Because why not?
Funny, on a note of Flatpak, I do know that Harry has been using computer-aided design to do Flatpak ruins terrain.
All right.
Yeah, as part of his course at uni, he's actually become really clued up, and he got 100% in a CAD qualification exam. So yeah, I think he said distinction or something. So he's building basically ruins that can be completely flat packed down. It's all and it just slots together, so you don't need glue or anything. And I got to say, it's looking really good.
Is that for the old 3D printer?
Well, this is he uses the 2D laser cutter at uni.
Oh right,
and it's all Yeah, it's all MDF, so it all just slots together like that, and so forth. And it's looking really, really good. I think he's hoping to paint a lot of that up soon. But yeah, just whilst you mentioned terrain, and as he's absent.
Fair enough. And I think I saw pictures of that potentially on the blog.
Yeah. Some of the actual 3D models are on the blog, and a couple of pictures as well, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah,
cool.
It's all looking good over that side.
Okay, so.
Any other...
Darby
something to show us.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get the camera.
What was that? Sorry.
Is that a Sigmarine or is it something for 40k?
Deathwatch.
Right.
Log, but the camera's not really picking it up. It does look a bit like a Sigmarine, actually.
That's the profile looks like a Sigmarine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm hoping to maybe paint this guy up on the weekend. Give it a go.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I struggle to sort of get things finished, so we shall see.
Yeah. I think I'm almost the king of leaving things half done at the moment.
So,
yeah.
What do you guys think of the Deathwatch game that's coming out?
I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, I've not.
To be quite honest,
have any negative things about the models.
I think what I like what Games Workshop have done more recently with the board games and mini releases, with the Trail at Calth and stuff like that. I think that was all really, really good. Just in general, just as a marketing idea, to do it in boxes and with a separate game, I think that's pretty neat.
I think it's a good marketing point as well, as you say. It's good. Just someone can just pick up a box and just get things started and stuff.
Precisely, yeah.
All right. Is it along the same lines of Calth?
It's much smaller.
Oh right.
Yeah.
It's a kill team essentially.
Almost Space Hulk-ish.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I think it's closer to Space Hulk than, or similar to the Assassins game and stuff.
I think GW might have realised that there's a lot more board gamers now in the world, and people tend to be going that way. I think it's a lot easier to get a board game in than it is to get a war game in. I must admit.
I can vouch for that. Yeah.
Especially with family.
Yeah, it's finding time to spend a few hours playing a full war game does take it's a bit difficult.
Yeah. Hoping to get more of that in. Now that I've got the space for it as well, that's always handy. Trying to create a space and then use it for a war game. It's a bit of a nightmare.
Yes, yeah, it is. I mean, my flat pack table that I built, which has been in I think 2 of the battle reports I've done or whatever, I basically had to carry that home so I could film those. And although it is flat pack and it goes down to 2x2x2, it weighs a ton. So lugging that around home and back to uni was a bit of a struggle. So I didn't bring it up this time, and that means I'm having to use the Society at uni, which is a little less flexible for timing, unfortunately. But yeah, gaming is not the easiest thing to squeeze in at the best of times.
Yeah.
Are there any other questions in the comments section that we have time to go over?
Loads, yeah. They're just trying to keep. So we've got one from Ace Face. What's your favourite channels at the moment? What's the channel you look forward to the next post the most? So basically, your favourite channel, which ones are they?
Can't say my own, can I?
No. You might get kicked off the show for that one.
Damn it. Okay, I'm going to pick the most silly one to say out loud. So I'm going to go with Crew Arangelisalis, something like that, because this Dead Man's Hand stuff has really caught my attention. I think the board and the minis, they all look really, really cool. So I'm very excited to see updates on those myself. I don't know if anyone else has the same opinion or something slightly different.
I think for me, it depends what I'm into at the time. There's usually one of the channels that I'm already subscribed to and that I sort of have a bit of back and forth between. There's usually at least one channel where what I'm into at the time is relevant. So I almost go from looking forward to one series of videos, and it changes from series to series as well. There's certain ones that Nick does that sort of really catch the attention, like the Terrain Square one.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. So you'll watch it sort of religiously, and then there might be another channel that's got a different series on that's more to you to what you're into at the time. Really, that tends to be how I handle my YouTube viewing. Apart from just trying to get through the subscription list and trying to watch as many channels as possible, just to keep up with people. Really, more than anything. That's me.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be able to answer it, to be fair. There's so many,
Yeah,
so many
difficult,
channels and great videos that come out. I have to say, I'm not so much now because obviously it's pretty much finished, but I did really enjoy Ace Face's Las Vegas Open series. Looking forward to the battle reports and all the updates and the army lists and stuff. That was really, really good series. So I must admit I did enjoy that a lot. But obviously, the painting updates for the New Year's Painting Challenge have been, really good to follow and see everyone's updates. So I have enjoyed that a lot. But it's so difficult to pinpoint a particular channel.
Yeah.
So I'm
I think it's more.
Events.
I think it's probably going to be the same across the board for all of us. Really, it's more about the series and the content that people are putting out rather than the actual channels themselves.
Yes, that's what I have. Yeah, because
I tend to follow 3 or 4 different channels at the same time, sort of thing. So
yeah, I find that whilst the personalities and everything, I enjoy. If I'm subscribed, I'll enjoy like all the personalities. It is very series based, so if there's something that's really, really catching my eye, I'll have a binge watch and just get through all the ones that have been done so far, and then make sure I'm there for the next one.
I'm a serial binger when it comes to watching just one thing all in one big block.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a nightmare. One of the questions was what video editing software we use. So I may as well kick this one off. I used to use a program called, it's got a stupid name, video, let's have a see if I can find it.
It's not a Crew Arangelisalis, is it?
Why is he making video software now? I'm dreading putting him up, because he's obviously going to be on the stream at some point. I'm dreading putting his name up, because I can't for the life of me say it, let alone spell it.
Put Mike, he'll be up with that.
Abbreviated Mike.
Oh, that was it. It's called AVS for You, which has got the word 4, the letter 4.
Oh, no.
The number 4 in it. I know it's so bad, but it's actually quite a professional piece of kit, to be honest, and it's fairly cheap. The things you can do with it, if you've ever seen like snow coming down or the parcels coming down on my thing, and everything I did basically was using that. But now I've taken to actually just using a software called XSplit, which is actually what I'm using here to stream this, because I can change from camera to camera and change it so that I can share part of my screen. That's also something we're hoping to do in the future on this show, is to actually, while we're talking about a certain subject, is to have it bring up part of the screen using this scene here. There's only me on it at the moment, but using that and showing you guys images of things as we talk about them, that sort of thing. But yeah, it's a very powerful piece of software. You can stream to YouTube, you can stream to Twitch, you can record stuff, and that's me really. I'm having a ball using it. It's really cut down the time it takes to make a video and get it out, to be honest.
I just use Microsoft Movie Maker.
All right, proper old school.
Yeah, that's what I use as well. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Even
just
to this day.
Windows Movie Maker. Yeah.
Wow.
You see, now I decided
I'm
that
surprised.
I would be, I'd go a little bit off the trend here, and I use Windows Movie Maker.
I used that right at the beginning of my channel, but for a long while I didn't use that.
Yeah, mine is a financial restraint more than anything.
Hmm.
Although I've tried lots of free editing softwares, I gave a massive go at them over the winter, and I just found like half of them way too hard to use.
Yeah, and
Because
I've used Premiere, which with some help from a colleague, I had to shoot my Mirror Universe end video when there's two of me in the one scene.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he helped me with that one. But it's that sometimes the softwares can be just a bit too complicated to use when all you really need to do is just put a title at the front and a bit of music, and that's why I find Windows Movie Maker just perfect for that. Really, unless you want to do something really snazzy, then it works just fine.
Yeah, I mean, the one I tried out was Lightworks, the free version, because I know that it's been used to do like some Hollywood films, the expensive version. And if I could know how to use it better, then I would definitely be using it just to add more things in. Like, when some people are like, this thing up here, and there's a link, or there's a picture appears on the screen. Stuff like that I'd really like to be able to include. But at this stage, I don't have the 3 hours to learn how to do it. So, but it's probably going to be a summer project of mine, like really have a good go at that.
Yeah, and of course you can put YouTube cards in now.
Oh yeah, I do that. I
Yeah.
use the cards and the notes and stuff.
Yeah,
But the actual like solid pictures or playing videos and stuff.
sure.
Is the
Yeah,
thing.
it would be nice to have the picture of something overlapping as you're talking and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Is that
Paul
everyone?
has
Enough.
gone for a walk.
Maybe he's gone to show us what he uses.
Yeah.
We have a question here from Spongehammer. Anyone else tired of getting mobbed on the streets from being a YouTube star?
Oh,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
I know it? It's a hard life. It's a hard life.
I've never had
Indeed.
anyone say point and say Idic Bear. I've never had that. I did think I saw Zach Gus on the ferry because I know he lives quite close to me. And I think I saw him on the ferry, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I didn't say hello. But that's about the closest I've got to
Well,
sort of
I mean-
phoning me.
You say that, but my younger sister got the ferry back from school, and she was like, "I've just seen Nick."
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, "What do you mean, it's Nick?" And then she was like,
Oh.
"From YouTube." I was like, "Oh, cool." So yeah, so you had a I've seen someone famous, but didn't like scream out and mob you.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
can't
not
say
something I've
I've...
ever had to deal with.
No, mate.
Was that's what I really did enjoy going to Salute, actually, being on the Salute stand with the Help for Heroes. It was great, just people coming up and like pointing at me and stuff. That was quite cool.
Oh, I get pointed at, just not for YouTube.
But that's because of your hair colour.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, people, I want that hair. Get me that hair.
I have actually been asked if it's a wig before.
Really?
Yeah.
You could
Thinking of
probably...
going to Salute this year.
I have plans to go to all sorts of shows, but it never seems to pan out. I live in Derby, and not once have I made it to the Derby War Games show. That is awful. Absolutely awful. Poor form on my part, I must admit. But yeah, I'd love to go. But I mean, having the little man and the things we do at the weekends and getting time for myself. Of course, when we had the twins as well, it was just no time at all. But I'm hopeful that one day it will happen. One day.
Yeah, I've
You'll have to
to
organise
some
one.
Salute time.
Organise one. I'll make my own here in the garage. Call it BlamCon or something. I don't know. Anyway.
KibsCon. You could have gone KibsCon. That sounds so much cooler.
Oh. See, that's
So
why
there's
nothing
been a
was
couple of
inspiring.
comments from some of the Legion Gamza members that live in the US about doing their version of one of these. So that pretty
right.
much it. It could be like Legion Live US, and they can do it during their time period.
That's cool.
'Cause
Is it going to
I've-
be like TV programs where they go US, where it's just like
Exactly, yeah.
everything's much cheesier and sort of like
Yeah.
early 2000s.
And flashy.
And on Wikipedia, it'll say spin-off from the original UK show, and then a link to
Yeah.
us.
It'll
Yeah.
be the exact same show, but just with US people. Yeah.
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 And of course, if they're using XSplit as well, I can actually share all this crap with them, so they can even make it look the same. So that'd be pretty cool.
Great idea.
Yeah.
I'm open to that.
Yeah, sounds cool.
It is a bit tricky with the time zones, isn't it? I mean, is today at the moment? Is this like when people are at work in America, or
Sean,
Just getting
Sean,
home.
we'll go to Sean's if
Early
he was at
morning,
work.
early morning America time, isn't it?
I think it's 8 hours back, so you're looking, yeah, about lunch.
Lunchtime.
yeah? I mean, for us to do it at a time which would be friendly to the US, I think we're talking 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Not really an option. Maybe
No,
on a
not-
weekend.
Yeah, not hugely ideal for a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I say that. All my
3
lectures
PM.
are in the evening.
apparently.
All right.
3 p.m. Although don't they have like 4 hours across the US
Yeah.
from west to east or something? I might be wrong on
Is
that
it
one.
4 or is it 3?
I honestly
Yeah.
don't know, but it seems like a long time between the west and east coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So Chief can join us occasionally. That would be good.
Sounds good. Yeah.
You never know. We might even be able to get the one, the only Commissar on the
Yes.
on a stream.
Commissar Gamza
It
here.
might happen.
Yeah.
Trash Train Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trash Train. That's going to be a long show. Literally waiting for paint to dry.
I do
Um,
really enjoy Gamza's videos.
Yeah.
It's just so funny, and the way way he talks and stuff. It's really,
Yeah.
Yeah.
really good fun.
It is.
I really hope he's not taking himself seriously, though.
Yeah.
We've been going for an hour and 16, so
Cool.
unless anyone's got some really important questions, it might be worth trying to keep it around about this long. Don't know how people
Sounds
feel
good. I
about that.
think about an hour is probably about right.
Yeah. Good.
The missus has messaged me on Facebook asking me to go and make her a cup of tea. So,
Oh, that's actually really funny because I've had exactly the same thing.
I
hey.
think it's my phone.
Yeah.
No, I'm alright.
Oh dear. Right.
Well, it's been fun. It's been fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, it has,
very
yeah.
much so.
I think it's been fairly successful. I just want to say thank you to you guys for joining in. Hopefully it becomes more of a regular thing. Of course, we'll have a chat about that and let the community know, no doubt. And
Of course, yeah.
of course, we could try and get some feedback on what people enjoyed, what they didn't, and try and just make it more enjoyable for everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we've already started getting some nice comments in the chat window.
that's
So
nice.
thanks everyone, and of course thank you to you guys for showing up and watching us jabber on
Rabble.
about yeah, exactly, next to nothing. Hopefully it's entertaining. So that's
Yeah.
that'll be
I'll
useful.
use this moment now to, of course, thank Craig Kablams for hosting it and everything, and using his fancy software and computer know-how.
My pleasure.
Because obviously it wouldn't be as easy or as seamless, obviously.
Seamless, yeah. Let's go with that.
So yeah, cheers.
Yeah.
Yes,
Fantastic.
thanks a
Hopefully
lot,
for
Craig.
next time I'll be able to sort out this sort of light situation.
Good.
It's
One
added
thing I will
character.
say is Nick was. I don't know what you were eating in the middle of this, Nick, but you weren't half making me hungry.
Oh,
Was it
I know.
Mini
crisps or
cheddars, that
something?
was.
Oh, I'm
Mini
so
cheddars.
hungry.
my slice of toast did not carry over.
And anybody who's joining late, you stealthed that one. Anyone who's joined in late and missed the beginning, this will be going up on my channel, at least my channel, and I'll be doing a little bit of work with the old YouTube editor to cut some of the beginning where we were just basically fumbling trying to get it all working right at the start. So hopefully that's a little less painful to watch after I've done that, but that is an option if you've just tuned in and just to hear us say goodbye, basically. So
Yeah.
I guess
Cool.
from us, thank you very much for watching.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll see you in the next one with Legion Live Episode 2.
Cool.
Not
See you
Bye,
later,
guys.
everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.